Hello from Brunswick Community College. It's the final game on day one of the 12th annual Brunswick Holiday Classic, and it's brought to you by Coastline Express Car Wash in Charlotte. And we thank them, as always, for their support. Hi again, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you for the nightcap. It's the Cape Fear Sea Devils at 5-5, taking on Chattanooga State, the Tigers, at 11-1. Let's meet the starting lineups for both of these teams. First, for Chattanooga State and head coach Jay Price. It's number 34, Morel Schramm. Number 12 is Kevin Sesberry. Number 20 is Christian Spencer. Number 21, Keyshawn Collier. And number 32 is Brandon Wharton II. Now for the Sea Devils and head coach Mark Lane, it's number 0, Keyshawn Porter. Number 3 is Corey Richardson. Number 12, Josh Laney. Number 22, Daniel Ransom, and number 24 is Jaden Scriven. That's the starters for both of these teams. Cape Fear lost all 3 games last year at the Holiday Classic, but going back to 2015, they are 14-4 in this Holiday Classic. Meanwhile, Chattanooga State hasn't been in it since 2019. They lost all 3 of their games in 2019 to Caldwell, Brunswick, and Cape Fear. They are 3-6 overall at the Holiday Classic. Chattanooga State, a 3-game winning streak entering the Classic. Their lone loss to Dyersburg State back on November 19th. They also won their first 8 games of the year. Meanwhile, for Cape Fear, they started 0-4. Then they had 5 wins in a row. And their most recent game, they lost to Richard Bland last Saturday. So they had 2 early season losses to Harcum by 12 and then to Monroe by 18. They opened the season at the Richard Bland Classic, which is turning into something very similar to this one, where both opponents. So Chattanooga State back in it for the first time since 2019. Good to see Jay Price and company, and Cape Fear, the long-standing tradition of taking part, heading down the road to take part in the Brunswick Holiday Classic. As I mentioned, no wins last year against 3 losses. It was a miserable time for Mark Lane's team, but they are 14-4 overall, usually used to having success. This will be a nice barometer for Chattanooga State, who today take on Cape Fear, tomorrow Harcum at 3 p.m., and then Sunday Richard Bland at 2 p.m. Meanwhile, Cape Fear will take on Harcum tomorrow at 3 p.m., then battle Monroe again for the second time this season. That'll be Sunday, our first game on Sunday at noon. So just about set to go. It'll be Wharton to Tippett against Scriven. Cape Fear in the gray, and we're underway in the final game of this Holiday Classic. So, third of 3 games today. We have 4 games tomorrow for you and 4 games on Sunday. All of them for you here on YouTube. Nice defensive play there by Wharton to get the steal. So, Chattanooga State gets this stop on their first possession. Speaking of Wharton, he has it left side. Cross court now. This is Sesberry. Pull-up jumper, no good. Offensive rebound. Put back, no good by Spencer. And it's ripped away by Cape Fear. Richardson into the forecourt, and that's going off Ransom, out of bounds. Cape Fear averaging 16.9 turnovers per ball game. Chattanooga State's a good offensive team, 85.8 points per ball game. They're over 60% shooting 5 times this year, and they've been under 50% shooting just 4 times. So most often than not, they're going to shoot above 50%. They're 0 for 2 to start as Cape Fear gets another stop. Rebound controlled by Scriven into the forecourt. Richardson behind the back pass. Slam dunk missed by Ransom. So here comes Chattanooga State. Neither team on the board yet. Schramm and now Collier will set up the offense. In fact, Chattanooga State is the second best shooting team in the country at 55%. That's going to go off. Ooh, I thought that might have gone off Wharton, but they say it's off Cape Fear. So 11 to shoot for the Tigers. Good defensive team for Jay Price as well. Talk more about that later on. Shot clock down to 7. Collier bounce pass down low. Spencer scores. So first bucket of the ball game belongs to Chattanooga State almost 2 minutes in. Spencer is 21st in field goal percentage in Division I at 67%. Porter for 3 from the corner, airballed it. Rebound controlled by Spencer. Rebounding going to be a big key. Defensive rebounding for Chattanooga State. That'll be a goaltend. And Collier's got his second straight bucket. Cape Fear, 18.1 offensive rebounds per ball game. That's 5th best in Division I. So they like to crash the glass. Defensive rebounding for Chattanooga State got to be on point. That's going to be a 10-second violation. Well, you don't got to worry about defensive rebounding if you're going to get 10-second calls thanks to your full court press. So Chattanooga State off to a good start defensively. And the Tiger Schramm will inbound it. Collier's got 4. He's got the basketball. All the points in the game so far from this man's hands. Schramm on the left wing. Top of the key, back to Collier. Shot clock's at 5. Corner 3, and Sesberry is fouled by Scriven. Kevin Sesberry is a 72% free throw shooter. One of 2 players in double figures. James Williams not in the starting lineup today, averages 11.5. Kevin Sesberry is just a notch higher at 11.6 points per ball game. The 2 players in double figures for Chattanooga State. 11-1 start. So Sesberry gets the first one to go. He's got 2 more coming. Chattanooga State is 33.6 field goal makes per game. That's 17th in Division I, but in attempts, they're 119th. That tells you how good their offense has been. So 2 out of 3 for Sesberry, and it's 6-zip for the Tigers. Sea Devils with the basketball. Richardson rockets that down low to Ransom. Ransom, are they going to count it? I think so. And he'll go to the line, try to complete an old-school three-point play. A lot of familiar faces for Cape Fear. Daniel Ransom, a sophomore, 11.3 points per ball game. He's 20th in Division I in rebounding at just over 10 per ball game. Good free throw shooter, too, at 78% as he's at the line now. Completes the three-point play, and it's 6-3 now. Whoa, look out there. Spencer almost went over the line on the inbound. Both teams trapping. Porter's got a steal. Porter slam dunk. Keyshawn Porter with authority. Trouble for Schramm. He throws it away. That time he blocks it, but the foul is called, so free throw's going to come. This time Richardson was trying to throw it down, so he goes to the line. Schramm picks up his first foul. 2 team fouls on Cape Fear and just 1 now on Chattanooga State. So Corey Richardson, 46% at the line on the season. Richardson averaging 9.4 points per ball game. And bricks the first free throw. Also good rebounder, 7.1 a game. Sets up his teammates nicely, 3.6 assists per game and over a steal and a half per ball game as well. So good stat line. Got to improve the shooting numbers, especially from the free throw line as he misses both. Wharton's got the rebound. So Tigers maintain a 1-point lead. They've got the basketball just underway here in our nightcap. Collier, good ball movement, finding Wharton. Now Sesberry back to Wharton. Wharton throws it up, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, taken by Richardson. Richardson looking to push. Here is Ransom. Ransom to the hoop, no. Rebound controlled by Wharton. Ooh, he had Spencer down court. Instead, Cape Fear sprinting back, so Collier will set up the offense for the Tigers. Schramm for three. Grazes the rim, that's it. Richardson's got another rebound. Mentioned good rebounding guard, a double-double threat at 9.4 points per ball game, 7.1 rebounds. Porter from Laney. Driving Scriven, can't get the scoop, ball tapped out. That's another offensive rebound. Richardson can't get it to go, and he's called for the offensive foul. So some of those second chance opportunities we talked about that Cape Fear likes to get. Both teams with 2 team fouls now in the game. A couple of subs in for Chattanooga State. James Williams, 11.5 points per ball game, shooting 55% from the field. Good player to have as your 6th man off the bench. Also in is Keyshawn Devlin, wearing number 2 in orange. Collier. Devlin in the forecourt, back to Collier. Collier scored the first 4 in the game. Catch and shoot off the bench, Devlin. Way off on the 3, ball tipped to Williams, who goes glass and scores. Scriven into the forecourt, he attacks. Count the bucket again, another 3-point opportunity for Cape Fear. First it was Ransom, now Scriven. Jaden Scriven, 54% free throw shooter. So Wharton picks up his second foul. That brings Lionel Swaby into the game for Jay Price. A.J. Thompson into the game. He had pretty good offensive numbers in last year's Christmas Classic. Scriven completes the old school 3-point play, and it's 8-all. Akarius Holden into the game for the Sea Devils as the subs continue here in the first 5 minutes. Looks like Cape Fear in a zone. Williams on the wing. Williams contested bucket, no good. Offensive rebound by Swaby. Here is Sesberry. Kevin Sesberry's got 4. It's a 10-8 lead, Chattanooga State by 2. Cutting, nice cut there by Holden. Shot blocked out of bounds. Jay Price keeping me on my toes early. Now it's Alec Howard into the game. I'm not even going to bother setting the 5 in this game. Ransom sets a screen for Thompson. Porter for 3. Way off. So Howard gets it on the deflection. Scoop by Williams. Swaby had it knocked away. Williams to inbound. Howard, top of the key. Williams drives, attacks, can't score. And Swaby tried for the rebound, but it went out of bounds back to the Sea Devils. Cape Fear puts up some shots. 74.8 a game. That's 5th best in Division I. They're 21st in 3-point attempts per ball game at 27.2, but they're 163rd in field goal percentage. Shots not falling with consistency in the early going. As you see, Ransom way too strong off the glass, and we have a foul called here on Chattanooga. Not a lot of flow to this game. We're going to have a timeout. We will step aside, 13:53 to go. It's 10-8 in favor of Chattanooga. We'll be back. That's me, Chris Shima, glad to be with you at the 12th Annual Holiday Classic. A lot of whistles here in the nightcap. 10-8 in favor of Chattanooga. We have another foul called on Cape Fear. It'll be, correction, Chattanooga. They're up to 5 already. They're going to say Ransom was in the act of shooting. Cape Fear in rebounding, I told you about the offensive rebounding. Rebounding overall, they're 15th in Division I in the NJCAA at 45.5 per game. Ransom with 4, chance to make it 5 and tie the ball game up. And he gets it. So Daniel Ransom's got 5. Half his team's points. Chattanooga back on offense. Devlin in the corner. Williams pass off the mark, and it's going back to the Sea Devils. 35 is Lucas Brown for Chattanooga State. Thompson attacks, gets it down low to Porter, swings it out, open look Ransom, airballed the 3, and Cape Fear runs out of real estate down low as Porter tried for the offensive rebound. Howard in the backcourt with Williams. Brown out there, Devlin. And this is a jumper by Swaby, no good. That's the 5 for Chattanooga State right now. Porter into the forecourt. Porter attacks, gets tied up, ball deflected, and Swaby runs out of room. Is there oil on the basketball? It's been 3 games, and the handles don't seem to be there in any of the games so far. They are cleaning up a lot of moisture. I mean, the ball could be wet. It's warm in here. It's not a warm day outside, but it is warm in this building. I was just walking briskly, setting up the equipment beforehand, and I worked up a sweat. I can only imagine running up and down the court. So it very well could be some moisture issues. So 13 minutes to go here in this opening half. Thompson with the catch for Cape Fear, looking for their first lead of the game. AJ attacks, can't score, tipped for the rebound, and it comes to Brown, who had it ripped away by Holden from behind. Extra pass goes to Ransom, and Ransom is going to the free throw line yet again. 6 team fouls on Chattanooga already. We have not played 7.5 minutes yet.
Team 6. Line shooting 2 for the Sea Devils, number 22, Daniel Ransom.
Daniel Ransom, 78% free throw shooter, has 5 points, make it 6 tonight.
Chat 25, Jorkley Kanicki.
Jorkley Kanicki is in now for Chattanooga State. Jay Price playing just about everybody, as is Mark Lane here in the first 7 minutes. Khalil Marshall now into the game. So 1 out of 2 that time for Ransom. First lead of the game for the Sea Devils. Howard gets a screen from Kanicki. Step back triple, no good. Tip for the rebound, Brown chases it down. 3 by Williams, yes. James Williams, 28% three-point shooter, looking good on that one. Chattanooga right back on top, 13-11 here in this tight opening half. Ransom, Porter to the bucket. Porter, no, but I like what Cape Fear's doing because it's been a ton of whistles, and when you recognize that as a player, you say, okay, let's keep attacking because they're giving us free throws. So attack, attack, attack. That's exactly what the Sea Devils are doing, and it's getting them to the free throw line quite often. They're already in the bonus. This is a two-shot situation as Porter gets his first one to go, 74% free throw shooter. So already 7 team fouls on Chattanooga. And the Tigers are going to have to adjust defensively. Williams to Howard, 1 out of 2, so Tigers maintain that 1-point advantage. Zone again for the Sea Devils here. Howard bounce pass over to Williams. Kanicki back out to Howard, back to Williams. Steps inside the arc, cross court. Howard on the right side this time. Shot clock at 4. They got to get something. And Brown is stripped, but he's fouled. Antoine Piper is in the game, and he commits his first foul. And it's 3 team fouls on the Sea Devils. So Lucas Brown, a 50-50 free throw shooter, is at the line. Some of Cape Fear's stats are not adding up because as a team, they're shooting 63% from the free throw line. But just about everybody's over 70%. I don't quite get those numbers unless some of the guys shooting 50% are the ones shooting the majority of the free throws. That could also be. Brown second free throw is good, so lead out to 2. Richardson back in for Porter for Mark Lane. Khalil Marshall and Thompson in the backcourt, breaking the press. Piper in the corner, tough spot. He turns it over. Brown will attack. Brown to the bucket, no. Follow through by Williams is good. And Cape Fear wants to talk about it. Just about 9 minutes into this one, it's Chattanooga 16 and Cape Fear 12. We'll be back. There's the updated schedule and the results from earlier today. Harcum was down 10 in the first half, ended up winning by 28, and then Monroe and Brunswick played a grinded out kind of game that the Mustangs were able to get. Hiroshima, glad to be back with you. 12th Annual Holiday Classic brought to you by Coastline Express Car Wash. Cape Fear down by 4 with the basketball. Shot clock at 7, open look for Marshall, and he hits it. It's a 2-pointer for Khalil Marshall. Right back come the Tigers. Here's Devlin for 3, in and out. Tip for the rebound, and it's controlled by Scriven. Ball deflected away. Thompson picks it up. Now Thompson pushes it. Back to Marshall. Extra pass. The 3 is no good for Richardson. Devlin, the guard, getting the rebound in the trees. Brown for 3, no good. Tip for the rebound. Sea Devils have it. Richardson will push it. Here is Piper getting it to the cutter. Scriven, and another foul. So Jaden Scriven, 54% free throw shooter, going to the line. 8 team fouls on Chattanooga, and we are not at the midway point yet. They're going to have to figure that out. They're winning right now, but if they want to win the game, they're going to have to figure it out down low defensively. So Scriven gets the first one. Good on them both. Scriven's got 5. Ransom's got 6. Porter 3, Marshall with 2 for Cape Fear. Williams has 7 for Chattanooga State, all off the bench. Sasbury with 4. Collier scored the first 4 points of the game for Chattanooga. Attacking is Devlin. Can't get the runner, follows his miss and scores. How about that for Keyshawn Devlin? The little guy with a couple of nice rebounds. One defensive, one offensive. Marshall way off on the 3. Piper the offensive rebound. Skies it out for Thompson. Just inside 9.5 to play in the opening half. Our third and final game today. That's going to be an offensive foul called on Thompson. Cape Fear has 4 in the half. Morel Schramm is coming back in for Jay Price's team. Jay Price, if I remember his story correctly, has played professionally overseas, and he's been in the Chattanooga community for some time. He's a veteran coach of this program, but I think he coached the high school level before that. Turnover leads to a bucket for Marshall, who's got 4, matching his season average. We got a tie ball game with 9 minutes to go in the first half, 18 all. Some of the top teams in the Eastern Seaboard are in the gym this weekend. That triple by Devlin goes, and I think we have a technical foul called after that on Chattanooga. So Devlin, I think, was looking for a foul called there on the 3 as he fell to the ground. Didn't get the whistle and reached into his pocket and pulled out a bag of tricks that did not work. So A.J. Thompson at the line, 61% free throw shooter. Devlin's first. Just a one-shot foul that time, apparently, so Thompson gets it. I wonder if he didn't say something. I wonder if it was on the play itself, because usually if he says something, that's what they call a Class A technical foul, and that is 2 shots. If it's something to do with the play, it could have been considered what's called a Class B technical foul or a one-shot technical foul. There's something new this year along those lines, too. Scriven can't get the 3 to go. Good box out there by the big guy, Kanicki. So here's Howard out deep for the Tigers, leading by 2, and it's poked away by Thompson. Howard gets it back from Kanicki. Long 3 by Devlin, and this time he does get the call. Boy, some of the defensive discipline in this game, I mean, you cannot foul a shooter that far out. Unless maybe it's Steph or it's Dame time or something like that, but even then. So, at the free throw line is Devlin, 75% free throw shooter. He's got 5 points off the bench, and he's off on that first free throw. So Devlin with 6. Porter back in the game for Richardson. Both teams keeping everybody fresh. That's the 5th team foul, by the way, on Cape Fear. Devlin gets just 1 out of 3, but Williams scores and a foul. And James Williams can go into double figures if he can complete the old school three-point play. So Williams with 9, he's a 73% free throw shooter. Missed it short, ball tipped out. Marshall's got the box out. Inside 8 minutes to go here until halftime. Biggest lead for either team, Chattanooga State by 5 right now. Piper splits the defense in the zone. Attacks can't score. Ball tipped out. It's off of the Tigers. Bench doesn't agree. It looked like a good call to me. Ransom going to come back into the game for Piper. So 9 to shoot for the Sea Devils. Ooh, that was close. Almost backcourt there. Thompson attacks. Thompson scores. It's AJ's first field goal. He's got 3 points now tonight, and it's a 3-point game. Catch and shoot. Devlin not being shy tonight. Can't get that triple. Here's Marshall pushing with numbers. Scriven, no. Fight for the rebound. I think we're going to get a jump ball, and it's going back to the Tigers. Sesberry will come into the game, and Devlin will go to the bench with 6 points. Productive first half off the bench for Keyshawn Devlin. Both teams have shown some trapping pressure here today. Schramm. It's it over to Howard, catch and shoot 3, yes. That's his first field goal. Alec Howard off the bench. Making it a 6-point lead. Then we have an offensive foul on the Sea Devils, who have just committed their 7th. So both teams in the 1-and-1. No free throws on an offensive foul. And I believe we're going to have... Oh, they are going to give free throws on that. Must have been on, if it was on a rebound, then you do shoot a 1-and-1. But if it's an offensive foul, everybody's going back like this was an intentional foul maybe. The call was changed or something. I don't know. Sesberry, 72% is at the line. Gets the first. So some kind of a technical or something was called. So the lead is 8. Sesberry's got 6. And it'll be Tigers basketball. Schramm attacking the bucket. Gets it out to Howard for 3. Can't get it to go. Tip for the rebound. It's batted out, but Thompson is there near his bench. Throws it right to Williams. Makes a one-arm steal, attacks and scores. How about James Williams? He's got 11, and it's a 10-point lead for Chat State. 31-21. Timeout, Sea Devils. We'll be back. Highlighting some of the things to do here in eastern North Carolina. The number one thing to do is go to the beach. That's Holden Beach A spooky December night. Welcome back, everybody. Chris Shima, glad to be with you. Tigers on a run, pushing the lead out to 10. Biggest lead for either team, 31-21. 6.5 to play until halftime. Holden into the game, out of control, and threw it up, couldn't get it to go. Numbers now for the Tigers. Extra pass, finding Sesberry, corner three, yes. Kevin Sesberry shooting just 24% from downtown. Looked real good there, and it's a 9-point advantage, 9 points for Sesberry, and they called it a 2, I think. They called it a 2, so 8 points for Sesberry, and it's a 12-point lead for Chat State. Marshall is open for 3. Can't answer. Rebound by Williams. Tigers trying to blow it open here in the first half. Catch and shoot. Schramm for 3. Missed it short. That's a good box out there by Swaby, and he's going to get a foul called on Cape Fear. That's a really nice box out by Lionel Swaby, 71% free throw shooter, and Mark Lane is not happy, so we're going to have another timeout. 12-point advantage. We'll have a 1-and-1 here when we come back. That's me, Chris Shima. Glad to be with you here at the 12th Annual Brunswick Holiday Classic. We'll be giving you all of these games free of charge here on YouTube, courtesy of our friends at Coastline Express Car Wash. It's a 1-and-1 now for Chattanooga, both teams with 8 team fouls. Chattanooga got most of their, in fact, all of their fouls came in about the first 6 or 7 minutes of the game, and then they have figured it out defensively, made the adjustment. Cape Fear now starting to rack up the fouls. So Swaby 1-and-1, first one around the rim, no. Ball tipped up, no good by Schramm. Cape Fear trailing by 12 with the basketball, and it's another steal. Schramm takes it away. 4-on-2. Schramm takes it himself, no good. Scriven with the rebound. Thompson. And that's a block or a charge. What's it going to be? It's going to be a charge. Howard takes it outside the restricted area. 9 team fouls on Cape Fear. A.J. Thompson picks up 3 fouls here in the first 15 minutes of the game. Some extra subs are in. Dylan Harrison for the first time for Cape Fear. Marshall back out there. Porter in the game. Josh Laney. There's always one player hiding his jersey from me. It looks like Scriven. That's the 5 for Cape Fear right now. Williams has 11 tonight. He's got the basketball. Swaby and Howard, Schramm, and in the corner, that 3 is money in the bank for Sesberry, who now is in double figures. He had 8, he's now got 11. And the lead grows to 15 for Chattanooga. Laney ball deflected out. Howard upset he couldn't catch it, but fired up with the defensive play. This Chattanooga State team came in allowing an average of just 68.8 points per ball game. They're fourth in opponent field goal and three-point defense, with opponents shooting 36% from the field and 25% from three. We have seen that defense on full display for Jay Price's team here tonight. Cape Fear, Porter trying to force the call and gets it. So Keyshawn Porter, 3 points. He'll go to the line. Both teams with 9 team fouls with still 4 minutes and 29 seconds to go here in this opening half. Final of 3 games today, 4 games tomorrow, 4 games on Sunday. Tomorrow we'll start at 1. So Porter gets them both. He's up to 5 tonight. Williams into the forecourt. Sesberry in the corner. He'll take a contested 3, not that time. Fight for the rebound, and it comes to Williams, who puts it up and in quickly. Baker's dozen in the first half for James Williams, who didn't start the game, but has made a furious flurry on the offensive end since coming into the game as Cape Fear throws it away. Devlin back in the game. He's got 6 points off the bench. Gets a screen from Swaby and stepped out of bounds. Or no, was there a foul on Cape Fear there? A reach on the Sea Devils. Both teams in the double bonus, so Devlin going to the line for 2 shots. Cape Fear takes on Harcum tomorrow. Chattanooga State will battle Brunswick. Swaby gets them both, lead out to 16. That's going to be a blocking foul that time, so 2 shots now for Cape Fear. Chattanooga on Sunday will take on Richard Bland. That'll be at 2 p.m. Cape Fear will be the first game on Sunday. They will take on Monroe at noon. First free throw is no good. Again, both teams in the double bonus. Antoine Piper back in for the Sea Devils. One out of 2. Schramm spinning, out of control, throws up a bad shot, taken away by Harrison. Cape Fear with some numbers. Alley-oop to Piper, and it's blocked. Great defense, Sesberry. Stepping into a 3, Devlin. In and out. Tip for the rebound. And foul going to be called on the Tigers. Schramm with 2. Porter at the line. 74% on the season. In for the first time, or returning, I should say, Christian Spencer started the game, has been scoreless so far tonight. So both free throws are good for Porter. He's got 7, and it's a 13-point game. Boy, that's just Piper with a reach. I mean, can we play without fouling, please? These guys are in foul trouble already. There's 2:47 to go until halftime, and coaches are making subs because guys are in foul trouble. So Williams back at the line, 13 points so far tonight. And he's stuck on a baker's dozen right now. So Farley going to come in. Marcus Farley, his first appearance, as Piper goes to the bench with his 3rd foul. One out of 2 for Williams, so he does get to 14. The lead is 14 for Chattanooga, 40-26. Harrison got it down low, stripping a foul. Oh boy. This free throw shooting contest continues on here in the first half. So now it's Marshall at the line, 75% free throw shooter. He's got 4 points tonight. Make it 5. It's tough if you're the Sea Devils. The free throws enable you to hang around, but neither team can stop fouling, so you also can't gain ground this way. 1 out of 2. Williams with the rebound. That could have been a whistle. Here is Williams down low, and that's going to be a walk. Kanicki. So Kanicki travels. Cape Fear will get it back. Marshall and Piper playing hot potato. Correction, Marshall and Laney playing hot potato. Laney now step back 3. In and out. Rebound controlled by Sesbury. That's going to be another blocking foul. This time it's on Marshall. So more free throws. Williams doing it again at the free throw line. 1 out of 2 moments ago. Chattanooga State hasn't played since December 3rd. So they've been off for 13 days coming into play today. As Williams misses the first. Missed them both, but Tigers get the offensive rebound. Williams rocket pass to Kanicki. Swings it out, Devlin, corner 3, yes. Devlin has 9. And the lead is 16, the biggest for Chattanooga here tonight. Trying to answer back. Harrison can't do it. Harrison fouled his miss. Scoop is good. Now it's a steal by Laney. 3-on-2. Harrison, extra pass. Porter, yes. 2 quick ones for Cape Fear. And it's a 12-point game just like that. If you're Chattanooga, you've played a masterful defensive first half. Don't get sloppy now. They turn it over again. Out to Harrison off the glass. I think that was supposed to be a pass, but Spencer was there for Chattanooga. Devlin again, no good. And away from the ball, we have whistles. They're going to call it on Kanicki. So that's going to be free throws for Cape Fear on this end. Marshall's going to go back to the line with 1:05 left to go in the. So Marshall with 5 points tonight, most of the damage at the free throw line. No good on the first one. Collier back in, scored the first 4 points of the game. Hasn't had anything ever since that point. Braylon Price out there now for the Tigers as well, wearing number 23, first appearance. So 1 out of 2 for Marshall. He's got 6. It's an 11-point game. Chattanooga pushed it up to 16, and then it took seconds for Cape Fear to shave 5 seconds off that. Inside a minute to go until halftime. Collier swings it out. Devlin fakes the 3, drives in. Open man in the corner. Spencer for 3. No. Went all around the world. Harrison throws it ahead to Porter, who's stripped from behind. Tigers run out of real estate, so it'll stay with Cape Fear, but good transition defense nonetheless for Chattanooga. Marshall to inbound it. Sesberry, lone player in double figures here in the half, or correction. Williams has 14 points, Sesberry with 11. So 2 players in double figures in the game, both for the Tigers. Harrison way off, and these are just silly, dumb fouls. Porter, what are you thinking there? So more free throws for Chattanooga, and it'll be Spencer, excuse me. Spencer, 50-50 free throw shooter. Guarantee both coaches are going to be talking about the fouls at the half. You live with, you don't like, but if you're a coach, you live with good defense and aggressive play that eventually maybe it's a little over-aggressive. It leads to a whistle here and there. You're fine with that. Some of these, not even close. Spencer gets 1 out of 2. Last shot time for Cape Fear. Trailing by 12, down by as many as 16 in the half. Marshall out deep with it. Laney going to the corner. Harrison ready for a screen. Marshall attacks. Scoop is blocked by Williams. Count it, and the foul on the putback by Piper. With 5.9, just like that, it's a 10-point game and all the momentum with the Sea Devils. This is a horrible end to the half for Chattanooga. Let's see if Piper can cut it to single digits. He can't. So 4 seconds to work with. Maybe some momentum here for the Tigers. The 3 almost banked in by Price. Came up a little bit short. So Chattanooga plays pretty strong defense in the first 20 minutes, en route to a 44-34 lead over the Cape Fear Sea Devils. You're watching the 12th annual Brunswick Holiday Classic. Folks, we'll take the halftime break, come back in about 15 minutes, bring you all the second half action. Don't go too far. Let's turn the mic on. Welcome back to the 12th Annual Holiday Classic here at Brunswick Community College. It's brought to you by Coastline Express Car Wash. We thank them, as always, for their support. Underway here in the second half. Let's see how the teams adjust defensively. We had a flurry of whistles in that first half as Richardson is off. A lot of players on both teams are in foul trouble already. And Chattanooga State going to continue to attack. Spencer gets the start. Christian Spencer will go to the free throw line. So Scriven picks up his second. Spencer, 50-50 free throw shooter, hit 1 out of 2 in the first half.
Number 20, Christian Spencer's on the line for Chattanooga State.
One out of 2 again, so right at his season average so far tonight. Spencer is 2 out of 4. He's got 2 points. Chattanooga led by as many as 16 in that opening half for the Tigers, who come in 11-1 and 5-1. They've already played 6 Region 7 games. Cape Fear is 5-5 on the year, as the reverse shot is good there for the Sea Devils. That's Scriven. It's Porter now with the steal, and Porter's going to go to the free throw line. These teams cannot stop reaching. They just can't do it. The foul is going to be on Collier. So both teams with the team foul as the free throw shooting contest continues into the second half. So Scriven got the last bucket. He's up to 7 for Cape Fear. Let's run the leaders for you. I mentioned Chattanooga has led by as many as 16. Williams with 14 in the game. Sesbury with 11. Devlin's got 9. 4 for Collier, 3 for Howard, 2 apiece for Spencer and Swaby, and 1 for Brown. For Cape Fear at the line, Porter is now in double figures as he's got 10. Marshall with 6, Scriven with 7, Ransom with 6, 3 apiece for Thompson and Piper, and 2 for Harrison. That's the scoring for Cape Fear. So first and a minute of stats worth here in the second half as well. Attacking the bucket, unable to score, is Sesbury. Here come the Sea Devils, who trailed by as many as 16. They've cut that deficit in half. That was late in the first half with like 2 minutes left. And then Cape Fear started to force some turnovers, and now Laney gets the runner, and it's a 6-point game. So if you're Chattanooga, you gotta respond. Let's see what the Tigers can do. They've had a good shooting game from behind the arc. They take the floater this time for Sesbury, and he's got a baker's dozen. So Sesbury with 13, and the lead back to 8. Much needed points there for the Tigers. Porter down low, Ransom. Sesbury picks up his second. 2 team fouls on Chattanooga already in the first 2 minutes, and Ransom at the line. 78% free throw shooter. Mentioned he's 20th in rebounding at over 10 a game. He's a double-double guy, 11 points per game, 10 rebounds. And he gets both free throws, so 8 points for Ransom, and it's a 6-point game again. That pass is bounced past out of bounds. Sloppy play right now for the Tigers. Schramm turns it over. Let's see, Cape Fear capitalizing, shaving 10 points off the deficit. Ooh, nice backdoor cut. It's a block. Nice recovery there by Chat State. The reverse no good by Scriven. That was Sesberry making the great defensive play. Now Sesberry attacks and called for the offensive foul. 3 team fouls on Chattanooga State in 2 minutes and 21 seconds.
That's his third, team third.
Corey Richardson scoreless so far tonight, brings it across the timeline into the forecourt. Goes between his legs, swings it out. Ransom fakes the 3, takes it to the elbow, buries it. Ransom in double figures with 10. The lead is down to 4. Tigers need an answer here. Get it to their hot hand, Sesberry, who's stripped but fouled by Laney. Second team foul on the Sea Devils. Here's James Williams coming off the bench, 14 points in the first half. He'll inbound it now for the Tigers. 3 fouls on Richardson now. Collier, crossover, attacks, throws it out to Williams. Williams cut off on the baseline, and Wharton not expecting the pass. Another turnover for Chattanooga State. Richardson turns it right back over as it's bounced off the official's head. Collier directing traffic. Collier scored the first 4 points in the ball game. He's been stuck on 4 ever since. Ball deflected. Sea Devils get another steal. Came in averaging 8.7. They've got at least 8 already tonight. Catch and shoot 3 is too strong. Rebound controlled by Collier. Collier pushes it into the forecourt. Handoff to Williams. Williams attacks. Force that pass over 2 defenders. It's thrown full court by Ransom, saved by Porter. Porter behind the back. He attacks. Blocked by Spencer. Collier to the hoop, rejected by Harrison. Ball deflected out. Sea Devils have it. Here comes Richardson. Richardson 3-on-2. Takes it himself. Count it, and the foul. It is a 2-point game. Corey Richardson on the board for the first time tonight. Chance to make it an old school 3-point play. Does anybody remember, like when I say old school 3-point play, does anybody remember life before the 3-pointer? During the pandemic, when there was no live sports and I was jonesing for a fix, you know what I mean? I went on YouTube and I found some old college basketball games, you know, before the 3-pointer was instituted. Man, what a different game. I mean, crazy different. You didn't shoot it from more than 10 feet out. You just didn't. It never happened. It was crazy watching some of those old games. That's going off of Spencer out of bounds. Tigers, I'm surprised Jay Price isn't calling a timeout. His team is just not finding it right now. They're going to bring some bodies, some new bodies, and Devlin's played well off the bench. He's got 9 points. So trying to shake it up a little bit. Schramm remains out there. Williams still in. Howard checking back in. Wharton still out there. Here's a 3, no good by Piper. Fight for the rebound, it's ripped away. Ransom can't get the spin. Tip for the rebound. Boy, they are going at it down low. That's the one positive of this game. These teams are going at it on every rebound. There's deflections after deflection. Tip, everybody wants a piece of the ball. They just got to figure out a way to do it without getting a piece of each other. Falling away, Ransom, no. And then that's going to go off Cape Fear and out of bounds. One of the games that I watched was when Georgetown had Patrick Union. And Patrick Ewing, if you have him in college, you know, you're going to go down low a lot. But Devlin in double figures. Count it in the foul. He's got 11 and a chance for 12. 7 combined fouls in the first less than 5 minutes of this half. Correction, 8. Both teams with 4 team fouls. Ransom picks up his second. Devlin trying to get to a dozen. And he gets the friendly rim. Devlin came in averaging 13 a game off the bench. Williams at 11 and a half off the bench. Sesberry, a starter, at 11.6. Alley-oop, slam, dunk, Scriven. He's got 9. Cape Fear trails by just 3. Devlin steps to his left. Rims in a triple. Big players doing big things. Devlin up to 15. Cape Fear breaks the press. Richardson attacks. Richardson throws it up. No. And a nice box out there by Wharton. Gets it to Devlin. Devlin, heat check. Can't get it to go. And Richardson's got the board. Laney into the forecourt. Laney will back it out. So Sea Devils down by 6 with the basketball. Cape Fear 5-5. Chat State 11-1. 5 fouls on the Tigers. Tigers in the Holiday Classic history, they lost all 3 back in 2019. They're 3-6 overall. Sea Devils 14-4 going back to 2015, but they lost all 3 last year. Ransom looking to drive on Wharton. Howard. Williams scoops it back to Howard. Williams for 3. Yes. Chattanooga State has responded. The lead is back to 9. Cape Fear got to punch back now. Got to break the press. They do. Laney, alley-oop. Porter lays it up and in. Smart play by Porter. He's got a dozen. Lead is 7. Howard backing down. Correction, that was Schramm backing down. Gets the ball back. Here's Devlin. Now Howard. Williams looking to back down his man. Shot clock at 5. Devlin from deep. Rims in another. He's got 18. Keyshawn Devlin. Down low, the reverse, too easy. Scriven has 11. Devlin with 18. Williams has 17. 35 of the 59 by those 2 guys for the Tigers and head coach Jay Price. Back door's open. Nice recovery there defensively by Ransom. Here's Laney tripped up. Nope. Called for the offensive foul. Mark Lane can't believe it. Harrison's going to check into the game. Thompson going to check in. But I think we're going to have a timeout here. Boy, it took forever for us to get to that point, but it is a timeout. 12:31 left to go in the game. Chattanooga by 8. We'll take time as well. Come back in just a moment. Big thanks to our friends Coastline Express Car Wash in Charlotte, Philip Goss, the owner, shelling out for this 12th annual Holiday Classic. Chris Shima, glad to be back with you. We've got Cape Fear and Chattanooga State in the nightcap. Tigers with an 8-point lead. They've led by as many as 16. That came late in the first half. Swaby back in the game out of the timeout. Hot hand is Devlin for three. Yes, again! Keyshawn Devlin is up to 21 in the game. And the lead is up to 11 for Chat State. Cape Fear cut it down. Looked like they might have a chance to get the lead back, but that was close to a carry there by Harrison, not called though. Thompson has it poked away. Diving forward is Howard. Oh, Jay Price loves it. He loves the effort for the Tigers. What a play by Howard. That keeps you on the court, folks. Howard gets the turnover. Feed the man. Take the shot. They go down low to Swaby. The reverse, yes. Swaby's got 4. It's a 13-point lead. Cape Fear got to answer back. They almost turn it over there as Schramm blocks it out of bounds on the pass attempt. How about the game for Keyshawn Devlin here today? 21 points, 16 foul now on Chattanooga, so we're going to be in the bonus plenty again here in this second half like we were in the first. 5 team fouls on Cape Fear. So Harrison will inbound it. That's 3 on Schramm. Thompson lost his footing, and it's taken away again by Howard. Numbers now. They go to the reverse shot by Schramm. It's no good, and another whistle. This time it's going to be on Cape Fear, so both teams with 16 fouls, and here we go again. Plenty of free throws to come in the final 11-20 of this one, including Schramm, who's Morel Schramm scoreless today, came in averaging 12 a game. 96% at the line this season. Schramm gets the first to go, so he's pretty automatic. How about his teammate? What a game for Devlin, who is red hot from behind the arc. He's got 21 points, and I think it's on 7 3-pointers. I don't think he has a 2-pointer in this game. So money in the bank, Schramm. Lead is back out to 15 after Cape Fear made the run. Chattanooga, credit them, they have answered back. Sea Devils got to figure it out now on this end. Porter will attack. Porter lost his handle, just takes a wild shot. It's rejected by Swaby, but ill-advised. Schramm will attack again. To the bucket, goes glass and scores. First field goal for Schramm. Biggest lead for Chattanooga State at 17. We've got 10:54 to go in this one, and it's all Tigers right now. We'll step aside once again. So look at the schedule upcoming tomorrow. We got 4 games on Sunday as well. I'll be with you for the final 8, assuming my voice will hold out. It's already showing signs of not being good. Turnover going to be called here, offensive foul. Full court press, little trap for the Sea Devils. So that's bad out of a timeout. Then you give up the bucket to Swaby, and this one looking bleak for the Sea Devils. Still half of the second half to be played, so a lot of time left, but Ransom attacks. He's going to go to the free throw line. Both teams are in the bonus once again.
Check foul number 1, James Williams. That's his second. Team 7.
Ransom at the line, 78% free throw shooter. Ransom with 11 tonight. Holden into the game for Cape Fear. Curious, Holden played sparingly in that first half. So Ransom gets them both. He's got a dozen. Both teams with 17 fouls, so 1-and-1s the rest of the way. And probably the double bonus, not in the not too distant future. Offensive foul called on the Tigers. Let's see if we can go 2 possessions without a whistle. I don't think that's happened. Porter down low to Ransom. The reverse no good. Rebound controlled by Swaby. So that's 1. Schramm to the bucket. Can't get it to go. Put back, yes. So we do go 2. 6 points for Schramm. Lead is 19 again. Matching the biggest for the Tigers. Tigers came out flat in this second half. Cape Fear cut it down to 2. But credit Chattanooga State. They have responded, and then some. Jumper way off by Thompson. And a tie-up. No, we're going to get a foul. So we went 2 possessions. But on the third possession, a whistle. And that's Keyshawn Porter at the line, 74% on the season. Porter can't get it to go. That's 9 team fouls on Chattanooga, so I said we'd be in the double bonus quickly. I didn't think we'd be there this quickly, but we are getting there. Devlin down low. Williams attacks, cut off, contested jumper. Thompson the rebound. Ransom for 3. Well, the shots are just not falling for the Sea Devils here tonight. Came in averaging 82.4 points per ball game. Just 53 with still 8 minutes to go. Schramm, offensive foul. Chattanooga State going to take on Brunswick tomorrow at 5. We'll start the action tomorrow at 1. It'll be Richard Bland taking on Monroe. Cape Fear will play. Quick turnaround for them. They go at 3 tomorrow against Harcum. Spencer with 2 points into the game. Schramm out. Leaves with 6. Marshall back in for the Sea Devils. Here's Holden. Tips it out to Thompson. Poked away by Howard, who dives to the floor for it. Another steal for Howard. Here's Williams, blocked. Ooh, I don't know about that. Porter called for the foul. That looked like a good block to me.
Let's see if we got it. I don't normally like to use the instant replay to criticize the officials. It's junior college basketball. We're not at the D1 level. I'm just curious if I was right. Well, we didn't really get it. I can't really tell.
So Williams at the line. He's got 18. See if we can run it. Yeah, no. We got the very tail end of it. So the lead is out to 20. One out of two at the line. Williams stuck on 18. Holden, no good. And I think they're going to count the bucket. I think Holden is going to get credit. So they called a goaltend, and I think it was on the second hit, which hit the backboard and altered the trajectory of the shot, is what they're saying, or what they're thinking. Boy, Marshall's lucky they didn't blow the whistle. Howard, contested jumper. Nice defense there by Marshall. Tap in no good by Swaby. Here come the Sea Devils. Ransom into the forecourt. Marshall attacking, unable to score. Holden, ball batted out of bounds, and it's going back to Chattanooga. This is an impressive effort for Chattanooga. They've had an impressive season so far, but the way they responded after Cape Fear made the run to begin this second half is really commendable. Laney and Marshall in the backcourt, breaking the press. Richardson in with Holden and Piper. That's the five for Cape Fear right now. Marshall for three. Spencer chases it down. Spencer and Williams out there. Devlin, what a day for him. Misses that three. Swaby also in the game. Spencer and Howard who takes it away. Howard behind his back. Now he'll back it out. Jay Price recognizing that the clock is his best buddy right now. Williams top of the key. Gets a screen. Rockets it to the cutter Howard. Extra pass out to Spencer. Three is no good. Laney pull up. Yes. Laney's second bucket. It's a 16-point game. Timeout Sea Devils, 5:34 left to go here in Game 3, our nightcap. Chattanooga in control. 12th Annual Brunswick Holiday Classic brought to you by Coastline Express, and we thank them big time for their support. Chris Sheeman back here with you. Cape Fear not ready to give up just yet. With the full court presses on, that leaves Devlin open for three, a rare miss for him tonight. 7 3-pointers for Devlin. C doubles, 5-18. I've seen crazier things happen. Richardson gets it out to Holden. Holden tied up, fell down. Here is Piper on the reverse. No, Holden tips it in, so that's 6 points off the board. And it's a 14-point game with 5:05 to go. So yeah, if you're Chat State, keep your foot on the gas. Devlin bounce pass over to Swaby. And he got whacked in the face by Marshall. That'll be 8 team fouls on Cape Fear. But 2 shots now for Lionel Swaby, freshman. 71% at the line this season. Misses first on the first one. Marcus Farley into the game. Scriven going to the bench. Shot clock issue has us held up here on the offensive rebound. Chattanooga and Brunswick tomorrow, 5 p.m. Cape Fear and Harcum at the game before that at approximately 3 p.m. All times are approximate. They keep things kind of moving here. Williams for 3, no good. And away from the ball, we have a loose ball foul called on the Sea Devils, and that's going to be more free throws for Chattanooga State. 9 team fouls, so 1-1 for Cape Fear, or 1-1 for the Tigers. We've seen good ball movement today. This Chattanooga team plays unselfish, 16.8 assists per ball game, but they've had 85 assists in a 3-game stretch from November 12th to the 16th. When they're sharing the basketball, they're tough to beat. Swaby gets him bowled that time. He's up to 8. Piper attacking. He was out of control. Cape Fear is really forcing so much offensively here today. I'm really surprised. This is not usually how the Sea Devils team plays. Maybe it's just an off night, but they've really taken some wild shots and just seem determined. There's certain times in the game so far today where it's just whoever has the ball is going to attack, is going to the rim, and is going to shoot, no matter how bad the shot looks or who's standing in the way, and that's just not going to get it done. Howard out deep. Howard gets a screen. Recovering was Holden. Baseline jumper is good for Spencer, his second field goal. He's got 4. Chattanooga State on their way to a 12-1 start to the year. Defender went for the steal, so Richardson to the bucket unimpeded. He's got 4. Williams attacking. Williams scoop and score. You know, with all that Keyshawn Devlin has done today from behind the arc, James Williams has 20 of his own today. Offensive foul again. See, on the bang bangs, I'm not saying necessarily that one was one of those bang bang calls, but when you're a team that's been playing out of control all game long, the officials are not going to give you the benefit of the doubt on those bang bang calls. Both teams in the double bonus now, by the way. With 2:51 to go. This is going to drop Cape Fear to 5-6. I'd be curious to know when the last time they were under 500, 11 games into the season. I bet it's been a while. Collier, hop step to the bucket, can't get it to go, and that's going off of Swaby out of bounds. Laney into the forecourt. Laney attacks, blocked. Swaby throws it ahead to Collier. Alley-oop. And ball deflected to Williams. Slam dunk. James Williams, 22 in the game. And he gets the bench up. That was a bench warning called on Chattanooga State. But they'll take that, up by 20. Another turnover. Collier did a nice job getting in the passing lane there. Williams getting it down low to Swaby. Tried to throw it down, got blocked by the rim, and then I think he got fouled after the play. It's 2 shots no matter what. Both teams in the double bonus. Swaby a chance to get into double figures if he can hit the second one. He's now got 9 points. So some bench emptying for Jay Price. Miles Avora is in the game for the first time. He's open for 3, can't get it to go. Also into the game is Braylon Price, who played in the closing minutes of the first half. He's called for the foul there, so Scriven will go to the free throw line with 1:35 to go. Oh, what I wouldn't give for a running clock in college basketball. There is no reason the clock needs to be stopped right now. Scriven gets the first to go. They had it when I played in freshman basketball. I know that because our team was frequently down by 30, and they just said, well, let's keep the clock moving. This is costing us money. Scriven gets them both. Baker's dozen for him today. Jay Price is my hero right now. Spinning Harrison, and he's going to turn the ball over. Lucas Brown has come back in for the Tigers, by the way. 1:05 to go in the game. Pull-up three is no good by Laney. When is the last? I can't wait to see the box score on this one. I'm curious about Cape Fear's three-point shooting. I can't remember the last time they hit one. It's been a real tough shooting night for the Sea Devils. Evora trying to get some points. Instead, he travels with the basketball with 44.7. There's a steal. Throw ahead goes to Brown, who blows the dunk. It is Sunday night at the Y in the final 23 seconds of this one. Laney just going to hold it, it looks like. So Cape Fear tomorrow will take on, they're going to blow the whistle. Killing me. Killing me with that. I cannot believe it. With 7.8 seconds, are you kidding me? So Cape Fear are going to fall to 5 and 6. They're going to take on Harcum tomorrow at 3. And then Chattanooga State 12 and 1. Going to battle the host school Brunswick. Ugh. 3.9 still to go. Chat State will inbound it, and that will do it. Your final score today going to be 82 to 63. Chattanooga State 12 and 1 defeats Cape Fear. So tomorrow we'll be with you again at 1 o'clock. Richard Bland and Monroe gets us started. And you can see the rest of the schedule right there on your screen. Once again, your final, Chattanooga State 82, Cape Fear 63. Thanks for watching, everybody.